It's Gen Con 24, and as usual, there are a bunch of games that are coming at Essen, right? Essen release. This is Altay, Dawn of Civilization, designed by Ole Stennis and Paulo Mori. And I'm at the Ares game booth, and Steven's gonna give us an overview of this beautiful looking game.
Yeah. So as she said, it is Altay. This is a combination deck builder and area control game. So as you might expect from a deck builder, your starting deck is going to provide you with resources which you can then use to buy better, stronger cards. Up here, the price for these cards is shown in the top right corner. Something interesting about this is that this top row, the top card will give you victory points, but then it becomes cheaper to get. Because of course, once one society does something, the other societies jump on. There are also some cards, like these warriors and these cavalry and those chariots, that have these swords. And you can use that in combination with your villages to take over the surrounding areas. So example over here, this village would count as 1, and then with the power of 1 more sword, that would combine to 2, which is greater than 1, and you can conquer this area. Then there are also cards that let you build settlements. And settlements can be built on any space where you already have a settlement or in an adjacent empty space. Having more settlements is good because it'll make those fortifications stronger once we start, battling each other in the late game. It'll give you access to more resources. The different spaces are different biomes, and there are certain cards, most importantly these cards, that let you exploit those different biomes to get more resources than you would have otherwise. In addition to using your resources to buy more of those cards, there are also these technologies. And you can use your resources to start working on these technologies, and once you've completed them, they get you more settlements and also give you additional bonus effects. And you'll be moving up through level 1 technologies to level 2 technologies, and finally wonders, which don't do any settlement building, but they give you a lot more victory points. There is an alternate setup to this game where everyone starts with a secret wonder, which kind of acts like a goal they're working towards. But for the sake of this demo, we're just going to kind of do our own thing, like get a feel for the game and go whatever with the flow. So I have the starting player token, so I'll be the one to start, and that should give you all an idea of how to work on your turns. There is one other thing. Certain cards will say to use. That is how you exploit a space. If you use a space, you can't use it again that same turn. So for example, if I use a farmland, I couldn't use that same farmland. I need to have a second one in order to get that secondary effect. So we're all going to shuffle and draw 5 cards. On each of your turns, you will use all 5 of those cards. Any other preliminary questions? There will be other things that come up.
One thing
Yeah.
you might want to mention that each deck is different.
Yes.
Representing the different capabilities of the...
Yeah.
Asymmetric.
So each deck does have a manner of asymmetry. So for example, my deck has this card called the Colonist, which lets me immediately fill a village. Roberto's deck...
I'm full of warriors.
He has more warriors.
I have the Shaman, which can consume conquest tokens.
Yeah, so once he's conquered things, he can turn it into resources.
Gotcha.
You have a card called the Spell Weaver. You can also produce wood right off the bat. And you have these cards called the Lore Masters that allow you to produce and store culture, which is very unique.
I love the art.
The art is
really
very
cool.
nice, yeah. Your turn.
All right.
If you have any leftover resources you can't use on anything else, they go away and you get a coin for each resource. Once you have 5 coins on a later turn, you can trade it in for any other resource. So it's not a great deal, but it's just so something. It's not entirely wasted. Another thing is conquering these spaces will get you the resources listed. And I think that's pretty much everything.
One last thing to mention maybe
Yeah.
is that what we're trying to do, we are
Yes.
trying to essentially to grow in 3 different directions.
Yeah.
So we will score victory points based on these cards.
These cards,
These cards.
how
and
we expand. The end of the game is triggered once one person has placed all of their settlements or someone has been wiped off the map.
These are really cool.
Yes. And there is a deluxe edition on pre-order that replaces these with plastic models.
Okay.
So this is a prototype of
Gotcha.
that settlement.
Cool.
All right.
Thanks, Steven. Let's
Very welcome.
play.
All right.
We just finished up a partial game. We were just about to finish, but the hall is closing of Altay, and this is fantastic and right up my alley. It is deck building. Yep, cleaning up. It's deck building with like civilization building, and you know, you could see here that the map has really evolved over time, and we've leveled up. I learned masonry, commerce, engineering. The scoring is really easy too. You score your regions. If you're able to attack other people's villages, you get points for that. You get points for some cards in your deck. When you're first to learn a new technology, add this card to your deck by spending these resources. You're the first one to do it. You're going to get 2 points. But then it gets a little easier for the followers who are after you. This one's worth 1 point. And then, as you can see, less resources to pay, but no points on this. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Okay, whatever. But you get the idea. But yes, super cool. I'm looking forward to playing this more. And I can already see this is going to be high up on my SN anticipation list. Thanks, guys.